first map, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is Alterac Pass. There we go. There we are. Next game coming up is Complex against Kurso. Is Kurso something Russian? Can you tell me?
Kurso are actually Finnish, I believe. We do have I mean, I personally have a lot of players that I know about. We do see Complex, which, by the way, you killed the stream.
Yeah, just for a second, but should be back online right now. Are we fine?
Alright, I finally get to cast Kurso, because I have actually casted them a bunch last season, but this season I just was not able to get there. So yeah, Kurso are known for Leon Ameli's favorite talent builds, which also trigger me always, but I like seeing them go far because it means I can grief for more.
Just let me. Yeah, you can. Did we now kill the stream, or are we back online?
The stream seems to be back online. The teams seem to be in the lobby. Also, Be Right Back Sack have been called, so I'll actually take this moment, go get some water. You can talk about, I don't know, the intricacies of URL Vikings matchup, for example, because, yeah. Also, I mean, I guess I can throw in a tidbit. Complex have 29 Tracer bans against them this season, which is a dominating number, so...
Yeah, definitely. And this Tracer just obliterated everyone in the last team fight, and I'm just picking the maps, what to ban, what to pick, and I guess we should be fine right now. Let's take a quick look into the map draft. There we go. We got Banned Out, Battlefield of Eternity, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and the blue team, Complex it is, Banned Out Braxis, and of course Cursed Hollow. And one of the biggest maps in this possible to pick was now picked, and it is Alterac Pass. So we are going into the Winterland of World of Warcraft.
And this broadcast is brought to you by water. You are like 80% it. Pretty sure that's the number people usually give. Anyway, yeah. Kurso versus Complex. A lot of Tracer bans against Complex. They have actually only been able to get the Tracer twice, so that's the boogeyman that we have been talking about. A lot of different characters picked or banned by Kurso, so very adaptive team on the right we have there. And yeah, actually can't wait to see how this will play out.
Oh yeah, and as you already said before the first map started into the last game, this map can last forever. You can play around the objective, and even if you claim the objective and the lanes are pushed out, the same goes to Tomb of the Spider Queen. But well, Tomb of the Spider Queen is a little bit closer, but on such a big map as Alterac Pass, the fight can continue. You got a double boss on the top and bottom lane you have to worry about, and all of a sudden, yeah, when it comes to team fights, they can be just everywhere on the objective, onto the lane, onto the single camp on each side, and just so much happening on this map that it can last forever. But let's see what we are going to see today.
Well, probably some Heroes of the Storm is what I'm hoping for.
Ooh, imagine casting Heroes of the Storm.
That game, am I right?
Yeah.
Anyway, teams seem to be ready. Players, casters seem to be ready as well. The referees, both the referee for this match and the referee from the last match that we brought in to look at the match, who look at the games are also ready, so should be fine.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 between Complex and Kurso on All Track Pass. And I don't know why I tried to spell Kurso in some Russian way, but I just when I spelled it
because you like to tickle my imperialist instincts.
Yeah, that's of course maybe, but when I read it the first time, I wasn't thinking about Russian language in general, but when I spelled it the first time, I was like, wait, is it? Or am I just...
If it makes you feel better, I always spell it with A-C and not a K, so...
Okay.
That might be an issue. Anyway, we do have a Rainer on our first ban. Rainer, Jimothy Pew Pew Man, Raynor is notable for going Pew Pew and being a very solid jack of all trades. Or rather, Jimmy of all trades, I guess. We do have a Tracer ban, as expected. So.
Was a big shocking, I know. Oh my god, they banned Tracer! But now the next ban is coming through for the blue team, and Penelope is going to ban D.Va on this map. D.Va, no max.
Very interesting is that people are not playing Gazlo much in the Legendary Cup so far, at least. We haven't seen him in the draft at all in the first series, and in the second series he's nowhere to be seen so far as well. We do have a Chromie ban on the right side, which I would like to see some Chromie, but she also has been very, very strong and very, very annoying, so Liming might be an acceptable substitute.
White Tiger comes in with the first pick, and indeed it's Li Ming. And we also saw very good Li Mings, not only in the last games, but also in the Rare and Epic Cup. And now we see on the other side of the map, Jojo got picked, and together with her, the Anna. So stealing Anna away from Li Ming, maybe they were forced to do this, or they got their own plans.
I mean, when you see a Li Ming on the other side, you don't really want to give the Anna to the same team as well. The Haka Diablo chosen by Time Bullet and Snowbee. And we are moving into the third ban, which will be a Grey main. Kurso very quick with their draft so far.
Yeah. I guess they scouted the blue team very, very well and knows exactly what eventually could come. And so far, the front line of the blue team I really like a lot. Dehaka with the global can stay forever on the lane and join the team fight whenever he wants. And the last ban coming through is Lunera. Does Lunera have a good... is affecting from the nano boost?
I think she does. And also Lunera has a very good build. Which is not what Kurso planned Lunera. Which is why, for the sake of my sanity, Complex has banned her out. We do have a Kelthus and a Sylvanas for Leona Melee this time around. So.
Now the blue team needs a little bit more damage, and of course someone to heal everything that the blue team will damage onto them. Could be a potential Anduin together with Diablo. Stukov in could be a potential. But here we go, Tychus is in, and we got Malfurion.
Well, Malfurion is a character that we have not seen a lot, and is a character that might actually be quite solid. Funnily enough, this draft is a lot less divey, is a lot more balanced from both teams actually, and I'm interested to see how this will end up being played.
Yeah. What do you think, especially Dehaka against Drexler? I know, global is a thing, of course, but when it comes to the one-on-one scenario?
Ooh, 1v1 scenario. I mean, think Raxar should be able to win this one, but I also think that Deckard will. Oh, sorry. I also think that the hack will not give Raxar a solo lane matchup.
Yeah. And you know what also could be played on such a huge map? The Vikings. Missed opportunity.
Well, those teams are actually drafting meta and are not willing to, go all in on the madness.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are in game number 1 between Complex and Kurso? Kurso? Kurso, was it, right? Kurso. We got Snowby on the left side playing the Diablo, Penelope on the Tychus, Time Bullet on Dehaka, White Tiger on Li Ming, and Break Raven on Malfurion.
Good luck, have fun. May the worst murky win, says Natail playing on Sylvanas for Kurso. Alongside him, we do have Geben on Kalthas, Pwoki playing as the Ana, Masby on Johanna, and Leon Ameli playing as the Rexar. Oh god, Leon Ameli's Rexar build. I almost forgot. Oh no. Oh. Let's hope. Nope, that's easy prey. Okay. I mean, arguably, the Misha build on Rexar is probably the strongest on this map because you can just go from your offlane to taking the boss and back to the offlane in a matter of seconds. So that's quite good.
Yeah. And the blue team were a little bit struggling, I guess, in the beginning of the game together with the Sylvanas. Are they actually facing with 4 in the middle, as we see in many Storm League games? Or are they going for either the top or the bottom lane to destroy a quick one onto the structures together with the Sylvanas push?
Well, going in for a quick one with the boys is usually the strategy that you do with the Sylvanas if you want to. But Kurso willing to play it a little bit more, chill, a little bit more balanced, I guess, is the word that I'm probably going to end up saying a lot more because those teams' playstyle is, as you might have guessed it, more balanced than what we have seen in the first one. So let's just relax and watch some good classic Heroes of the Storm play. Starting with both camps being taken down because they are back up. And that's how you play Ultrac Pass. That's the only macro thing you have to know on Ultrac Pass. There's a camp, you take it down.
And when it's back up, you take it down. Again, and again, and again.
It's possible. If you are quick enough, you are able to take it down 2 times before the first objective spawns in. If you are good enough at delaying the objective, you can take it 5 times before the first objective is taken.
But yeah, taking the first objective, or even facing the first objective, that's a good point, as we see the route on Joanna, but she is able to walk out together with her trait. Usually, what I see is that there's another thing. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to talk. There's so much happening in the mid lane currently.
Welcome to the Josh solo cast. Here we have Josh, and my co-caster is not allowed to talk. We do have Leon Ameli being engaged in the top lane, going for that side Alcove exit, but White Tiger with a little bit of fancy feet, a lot of body block and throws.
Wow.
I mean, unfortunately, Leon Ameli is able to find his way out, and Break Raven is going to be the one dying for it.
Nice one. They nearly finished Rexa, but they turned it around and found Malfurion as the first blood in this game. And I wanted to say earlier that it's usually the time around level 7 that the teams are facing the objective, but after we saw now this first blood, the red team committed straight away to the objective and collected already several seconds onto their account. But now the blue team's coming in.
So the first objective on Ultra Quest is actually the important one because it is kind of similar to Doom's Spider Queen, as in it sets the waves your way. It does a lot in the setup that you need to do to be able to continue pressuring your opponents, and it gives you a whole bunch of momentum, which I feel like is the most important part in the late game of Heroes of the Storm. So it sets you up well for the game afterwards, and it is a solid objective in of itself. It also is stronger than the one on Tomb of the Spider Queen, so taking every single objective without taking 2 in a row is actually a good thing for the losing team as well. You don't need to cap twice to just make sure that the waves are set up. Snowbee is actually sitting there on a flank, as Diablos usually end up going for Leona Melee, using the Misha to block the damage from White Tiger. Very cheeky play from the Rexar, getting that extra HP from Husbandry and wanting this game to go as long as possible, because we know games not work very long, very long. Bullet losing a lot of HP, pressing down the Essence, Snowbee losing a lot of HP, getting the health from Malfurion. It's not enough. Bullet taking a lot of damage once again, and now he is not having the Essence, so he will not get healed.
He was getting put into sleep by the sleep dart from Anna and was not able to dodge out on the incoming damage or heal himself back with his trait, and is the next one to fall. And now we got 3 kills on the side of the red team against 0 so far for the blue team, and the blue team now in the position to defend the incoming raiders from the Horde.
Right, they are actually called Raiders on the Horde side, because they are called Cavalry on the Alliance side, and that is very annoying, because the objectives have actually got different names based on the side that actually takes it. We do have 3 people in the mid lane versus 3 people in the mid lane, as it's supposed to be, I think. Leona Melee gets the wall down up top, and in the bot lane, Gabon gets the wall down as well, although Kalthas runs out of mana and has to go back.
Actually, if I take a look to the Kalthas name is actually a German name, so I don't know if he's German, but geben in German means to give. And, well, Kalthas gives a lot of damage. And maybe...
Well,
yeah?
Gaben in English means Half-Life 3 confirmed, so let's go. We do have Kurso going in for the boss, not even taking it yet, just going for the trap, or no, actually going to take it, because they have that early level 10. Unfortunately, their opponents have level 10 as well, and now can try to fight for it, although not a lot of HP lost, so that's quite nice. Apocalypse is not good enough, Gaben will not receive any damage from it, will not receive a stun as well. Time Bullet gonna get grenaded, which means that he can't press the Essence for a while, but, you know, he also does not receive a lot of damage to force that Essence. And that trait is actually a, what, 2 for 2 in the ultimates? So.
Yeah. Nothing else happened. As you already said, the APOC missed the target on Kalthas, and also Li Ming did not find any resets after any kills.
But now she has to go mid, which means that Kurso are able to just go back to taking down that boss, and look how quickly it goes down. Misha's doing a bunch of damage with that easy prey. Masby gonna get dragged, gonna receive a lot of damage from the Titus with his trait. And the fight is back on, the boss is reset for the time being, although no, he just continues receiving cheap damage from both sides, not allowing him to regen until it's finally time. Time Bullet gonna go burrow himself to stay alive as the Essence is pressed. Masby stays alive despite everything. Gaben stays alive. No, he's not. White Tiger gets the resets, gets the Johanna, gets the Misha, gets the resets once again, and does a bunch of damage as well. And I guess they take down the boss, but
yeah.
Actually, the boss is quite important. Let's be a bit more hyped about that.
Yeah. Talking about resets, the boss got resetted as well. The blue team finally found the kills against, well, let's say 2.5, because Misha does not count as a full hero. The blue team this time take the boss onto the top lane, and this will burn through the wall and maybe can potentially take down the fort as well. Let's see how the red team are able to defend this.
I'll just point out this right here. Rexar is at 800 bonus Husbandry HP, so killing Misha does not matter much. Killing Rexar is the name of the game, because once Rexar is dead, you essentially have to start from the beginning, and your talent is not worth it after a certain point if you just die, because there's only so much HP you're gonna get, there's only so much HP you're gonna stack, and dying is a big issue, which is why Leon Amelie decided to not do that and stays alive for the time being.
So I didn't realize that he took animal husbandry, because it's not normally, so it's not common these days to take this talent, because as you already said, if Rexa died once, then he will start all over from the beginning to stack his additional health points. But so far he's doing great, and I hope you can keep me and also the community updated how many of more points Rexa can gain.
Well, the biggest problem starts now until roughly level 16 when you get your ice block, which actually comes up very big in the teamfights, and just to make you safe, very solid easer from the tail, dodging the drag. Unfortunately, it does allow Complex enough time to take down that guard and starts objective timer. 30 seconds on the clock, and we're going down.
It's going even more down. The red team are trying to defend. Here's the 8 up.
Gaben not gonna get stunned there. The Phoenix is used. We do have the Valiant Arrow. Snowbeard losing a lot of HP here, trying to stay alive, but will not be able to do so. Natail jumping in, trying to do some damage to Penelope. Time Bullet is taking a bunch of damage there. I think that's Essence pressed and will keep the Dihaka alive. White Tiger interrupting the interrupts, but unfortunately in the end 3.9 seconds is where the timer will stop.
Wow. The nano boost on Kathas had so much value, and the living bombs and flame strikes were so huge, and now the red team are trying to
that wave of force.
That wave of force, and another kill on Misha, but as long as you keep
White
Rexa...
Tiger loses a lot of HP there and will actually get ran over by Natails. That's very important, but Kurso will not be able to hold on to that objective. 32 seconds for them on the next time they try to cap it. And if they lose the cap, I don't think you will be able to get back there and recap it in the 3.9 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Leon O'Malley trying to cap and succeeding. So.
But when it comes, when we take a look to the kills, we got 2 kills against 5, but the blue team still not ahead, but even with the opponents, so they did not lose more experience with those kills, but now they have to go in and prevent the red team.
4.2. No, the Phoenix to interrupt. 3,
no!
2,
the Phoenix, how annoying is this?
And that's enough.
Oh no!
Time Bullet getting blown up, the Burrow and the Essence is not enough, the Blast Shield here to stop Break Raven's disengage, and Maspy actually was a lot of just body blocking, but unfortunately it's not enough as the Raiders are let free once again. The biggest issue for Kurso is the fact that they forgot to take the camp, and the fact that their top fort is not looking too great. But one of them will be solved by the objective, and the other one is just an issue with their game style. Kappa. The fort on the bottom lane is dying. Is dead. The Apocalypse will... Oh, right!
No! And all these stacks collected so far are gone.
GG.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess you can die once on the Rexor, but you want the death to be as early as possible, because then you have as much time as possible to get those extra stacks. And now you have to start from the beginning. I think he had like probably 1,000 extra HP by that point.
Yeah.
Which is very sad that now you have to start again.
And talking about nothing, let's start with a new theme that I realized in the last fight. Tranquility was used in the last fight by Malfurion, and Johanna was hitting Malfurion with the Blast Shield, and the Tranquility was not interrupted. And I guess nothing can interrupt the Tranquility.
Great observation, Holmes.
Me personal, I put on the silence from Sylvanas onto the Tranquility, did not stop him either. So is Tranquility in any way unstoppable?
Well, I mean, it doesn't heal that much damage, honestly.
Also true.
Speaking of damage, we do have a bunch of damage put into White Tiger. In fact, enough to just kill the Liming outright. Another camp being taken down by Complex, but Kurso are also taking down the camps. They have learned from their mistakes earlier on into the game. Snowbee, see, Tranquility just doesn't heal enough.
Yeah. But the complete red team was committing on it, and now all the work that was put into the camp of the blue team are easily shut down by the red team, and they are pushing even more into the middle. Sylvanas Strait activated, so is the Odin. The transformation completed, and now the pushback is happening.
Leona Melee not going for the ice block at level 16. Going for the auto attack speed reduction, which means I think we do have the mid keep dying. We do have the objective being taken by Gaben, who's, as the chat says, Gaben is a game that keeps on Gaben. White Tiger trying to interrupt, unfortunately a little bit too slow. 13.7 seconds and counting. Left for Kurso to hold on. Snowbee finally enters the objective. Time Bullet with a burrow and tries to go into the fray, but unfortunately is not quick enough. The objective is being decapped by the minions. 23 is where the timer will stop, but Time Bullet getting a little bit cut out. Leona Melee, no! Not again.
There's this next kill on Rexa. All the collected HPs are gone, and now they're facing the next kill. Sylvanas is down. The race car Dehaka took down the next one, and now Ana is in trouble as well. Is finished by Liming and Kelthas as well. So Jojo the only one not dying here, and we are already so far into the game that the death timers are that high that the blue team is not only going...
I like what Maspi is doing. He knows that the enemy team is not going to go anywhere. The enemy team is going to take the camp, go for the boss. So he just goes bot lane, pushes in the bot lane, makes sure that the keep is dying, and then backs up. Ooh, that's a nice play.
Or even more?
That's a nice play from the tank from Kurso. I mean, you can't just go for it because the enemy team is not back in. Time Bullet is only just now back in the base, and the keep is already dead. And that's a very solid play by the tank of Kurso. Masby just needs to get away now. Although the keep not dead. F.
Not yet.
The core, however, loses a bunch of HP, which doesn't matter because the core on Alterac Pass regens to full HP. So.
Whew. The first. Yeah.
The first cavalry wave. Sorry.
You can do it. First cavalry wave, but how's it calling for the alliance again? Not the raiders, but.
They are actually called the cavalry.
The cavalry. Okay. So, we don't have... Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. We do not have Tracer in here, but the cavalry is coming.
We do not have the boss either, as Misha is trying to find an engage there, but unfortunately Rex are not having his level 4 or level 16 talents. Now having a little bit of a problem. Masby is now being the target of the engage. Misha trying to interrupt as much as possible. Johanna presses D, walks away, lol.
Oof. Double flame sword not hitting anyone, but the cavalry takes down the top lane keep, and that I guess will not be the only keep that got destroyed here, because the blue team now are level 20 as well. The red team, they have a little bit to soak
but
more.
But the forts are still standing. You can't just go for the keep, you have to kill the fort first, and that gives enough time for Kurso to just defend and get their level 20.
Who did not make the experience yet, taking down the keep by not taking down the fort, going for the core, and realized, wait, that thing is protected. Why? What's happening?
Has just hit 230 extra HP on the husbandry, so he does get some stacks back, and he will get more of them as the game continues going on, but kinda looking sad as of now.
So,
A bit sad.
we got both teams with their level 20 abilities right now. We got 7 kills to 8. We can take a quick look to the damage numbers. We got Liming, of course, with 56,000 damage, and the other mage on the right side got 44,000. But Sylvana straight behind him with 42,000. And
Well, at this point, the damage numbers, I don't think they matter much. What matters is if the team can end, if they win a fight, and both teams actually can. Both teams have those 3 lanes to go through. Time Bullet finds a very big isolation on 3 people. The entire backline not able to use abilities, and that is enough for Complex to start getting people down. Leon Melee dies, loses his level 4 stacks for like the 3rd time this game. Natail dies as well, gives the resets. Anna dies as well, gives the resets. Gaben is not given the resets yet, but will shortly afterwards. And Mesby is the only one left alive. And now you just go through the top lane, you go kill the core, and you go game number 2.
yeah, you can just walk across them. Or, okay, you can, of course, first deal with the keep on the bottom lane, because without the second keep, there's another shield falling onto the core, so even easier to take down the core. And over 20 seconds left for the first one of the red team to come back, and as you said, Complex will take the victory on the first map called to Health HB.
If you are Mesby, you just have to kill 5 people as a Johanna. It can't be that hard. All I'm saying.
Here we go. GG, well played by Complex, taking down Kurso on game number 1. And it's again the blue team that starts. But this time it was the red team that picked the map, as you can see, and the blue team that won the map. So...
Ah, see, it's almost like they don't have cheeky picks to pick on last pick.
Let's see.
Well, Kurso now has a choice between the first pick and the map. And I think with the teams playing a little bit more balanced, a little bit more classic Heroes of the Storm, I think the first pick is rising up in value once again. I'm going to assume that the first pick is going to be the choice from Kurso, and I'm going to assume correctly. Hey.
So... Just some technical issues that I had. And yeah, as you said, first pick is grabbed by the red team, and now... What
There's
map?
No technical issues over here.
No. Just me. Just me.
You're not a technical issue. You're much worse than that. Come on.
Oof. Oof. Big oof. So... Second match. Potential second map to go. We got several to pick. And this time Complex the ones to decide which map to go for. And it could be anything, but it is. Penelope is writing.
Penelope is not a map in the current launch rotation. Can you please choose an actual? Well, Complex. They like picking Shrines, they like picking Towers of Doom, Battlefield of Eternity, Tombs of Spider Queen, and Volskaya Foundry, so might be either one of those. I'm going to assume that we're going to Shrines because that's, like, the map.
I'm curious what we can see now. There are so many maps open and so much you can go for. Infernal Shrine still available.
And yet you end up going for the Rexer without level 16 and dying 4 times with husbandry.
I guess.
I might be slightly salty. I like Kurso, mostly for the fact that I can English. Freely. But come on, brah.
Yeah, picking that talent is a ballsy move. It could be okay. There we got the map already. It's Battlefield of Eternity this time, and
Oh, Battlefield of Eternity actually got banned out by Kurso, so got him.
oh damn, and I didn't realize it. Okay. Cheesy plays. We pick BOE. Okay. But
Or
yeah,
like
what?
Battlefield of Eternity. Haha.
No, what I first tried to say, Rexa picking the animal husbandry is also a ballsy move. The same goes with the headhunter on Soljan. I mean, okay, Soljan you don't see on higher level that often. But if you pick that talent, then you expect to kill every single one in the enemy team. And
then they pick Vikings.
and then they're going to pick Vikings.
Towers of Doom is the
Nice.
choice in the end. And Towers of Doom, I actually would like to see Towers of Doom from those teams, because Towers of Doom, notably, is a map that you can't lose on until you make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm quite interested to see what the style of play will be from those teams as well. Like, I do realize that they will not be playing heavy dive, because, yes.
Towers of Doom. Also a map where you can play Vikings. 4-man push on the bot lane.
Stop! Stop it! Get some help!
You put that on me. It's not my fault. I didn't start it. You started it.
They started it. They picked the Vikings. I didn't.
Okay, fair enough. But it's true. It's a good map for the Vikings. Anyway.
We have Vikings at home. Vikings at home. Rexer with husbandry at level 4.
Only
yeah,
one.
the lobby is made. The teams are going to join in shortly, and this is going to be map number 2. Should be quite interesting.
Sylvanas is huge on this map, pushing the structures, of course. What's also effective is a good offlaner who is able to double soak. If you want to push with 4 men onto the bot lane, then someone like Leo, Zul, or Malthael can easily clear the wave and rotate.
What I'm hearing is Dihaka.
What? What?
What?
Did Samu just wrote you or something like this?
I mean... oh right, you're not actually Samu, I just... yeah. I've just, after listening to the entire last game, thought that I was casting with Samu. And apparently you're not Samu, so we can just not talk about the Dihaka, nice, because what a bad character Dihaka is, let's be honest. Can't even win a game, SMH.
I mean, Dihaka wasn't that bad in the last game, but but Dihaka on Towers of Doom, yeah, global is a thing, I know, but on this map can be powerful in some situations when the team fight is way across the map and the altar is spawning anywhere else, and then Dihaka can just burrow in and sneak one of those altars. And yeah.
You know what can also fill that niche? I think that Falstad can fill that niche. He can also double soak, but he's not a tanky offlaner, so his teams will probably not choose him. The other things that I would like to see is actual Leona Melee Lunara, which is infamous for a reason.
Yeah.
And I just like experiencing grief, apparently. Anyway, draft, map number 2, Kurso. Was the first pick, was the first ban, was the first everything, except for the map pick, because that one went to complex. And the first win, because that one went to complex as well.
Tracer,
Yeah,
of course.
you do want to win some games.
Yeah.
Kurso.
Yeah, and that's of course the reason why you ban the non-stop banned hero Tracer. Whew.
It's not non-stop banned. Complex have got like 2 games on Tracer with 100% win rates. Lows.
But how many bans was it?
That makes it 31 with those 2.
Oh my god. I never saw so many bans on one single hero. But yeah.
I think I have. 1 sec. I need to bring up the archives for this one. Meanwhile, Liming first pick after Sylvanas, Raynor, and Chromia hit the bench.
Yeah.
Lunara is open, so that's a thing to look at.
True. Lunara is open, and after we saw so many bans on damage dealers, it's also good to secure your Liming, and now maybe the blue team is forced into damage dealers as well. Here's the Tigers from the last game, and they are picking a Nubarek together with him. It's interesting to see a Nubarek picking into Liming, because Liming with the Disintegrate can easily shut down a Cocoon.
No, never mind.
Okay.
I thought I had a higher number, but apparently that was just a 26 on our side.
The hunt is on.
Here's your Lunara.
Let's go! Let's go, Leona Melee. Let's see what kind of poopy build am I going to witness today.
Nice.
And the Johanna alongside, so the Johanna was actually played quite well by Mesby, so I'm interested to see what happens there. Gaben on a more aggressive, more assertive mage is also something to look at, because good Limings are always a joy to watch, and in Legendary Cup, Mythic Championships, there are good Mings as well. I hope, please.
Maybe.
We do have an Ana band, we do have a Greymane band, we do have an Anubarak on the left. Actually, an Anubarak on the left, we have to talk about that one.
Yeah, as I already said, it was interesting to pick Anubarak into Liming, but another good hero to burn down the Cocoon is Lunara. Just 1-2 auto attacks, and the rest of the damage over time will shut down the cage made by little Spideys.
I mean, obviously, Anubarak counters Liming because you have the spell armor and the beetles to block everything, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's how it works. Kappa. Lucio and Blaze showed up on the left side with Diva and the Deckard on the right. Kurso are here to tell us some stories.
Oh yeah, the stories that no one else knew before, and here we go, White Tiger with the last pick, the pink cowboy girl. Vala is coming in, and now we got double AA damage for the blue team, and
Double mage on the right.
yeah, double mage on the right side. So it's auto attacks against mages. Who's going to win this? What do you think?
I mean, arguably, Leona Melee actually goes into the auto attack variation of Lunara. Also, I don't remember the last game, but let's not forget that Complex might pick the level 7 W on Tychus and lose the game that way.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. All in all, I mean, I have Leon Amelie and Lunara, so I can't not vote Kurso, right?
True. But I guess the style of play I suggested, 4-man bottom lane and then 1 rotate mid and top, is not the way they want to go for. But anyway, we will see how this is going to be played, as we are jumping into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And this time on the left side, the team of Complex, White Tiger on Vala, Break Raven on Lucio, Snowbee this time on Anubarak. We got Penelope on Tigers again, and Time Bullet playing the Blaze.
Let Caster decide who has worse grave build, me or Vala, says Leon Amelie, playing his legendary infamous Lunara. Alongside Natail on Diva, Gavin playing the Li Ming this time around, Pocky on Deckard, and Mesby as a Johanna. Both can be an option, says Break Raven, so let's just see how cursed the build of Vala is.
So, we got the Vault quest for Vala. Don't see that very often. And that's the only quest to complete so far. Masby with a grab on the minion wave, and Geben this time with the Li Ming flanking from the side. Ooh, nice catch on White Tiger. He has to be careful on Vala. And Lucio tries to interrupt the rotation down to the bottom lane.
I know it won't happen, but I want to see the high five.
Oh no, 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 please don't. Don't do this to me.
But
Don't.
High Five has 100% win rate in the playoffs last season. Come on.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. But no. No, just no, please.
And at level 20 you get to High Five Lunara.
What?
And do like some damage and reduce the healing. I know what the talent does because I'm a griefer, don't listen to me. Anyway.
Just
Blaze
no.
versus Diva in the off lanes. Blaze is already double soaking. Diva is already sitting in the lane soaking. So, offlaners, am I right?
Yeah. Big ooflaners. They are now colliding on the left side as Diva tried to slow down the rotation of Blaze, and down to the bottom lane we got again 4-on-4. There's an engage on Johanna, but the turnaround is happening. White Tiger dropping very low, but is safe for now. Lucio is trying to heal him back up and is also a nice healer to heal the damage over time back again.
Point out that was a very solid sidestep by White Tiger to just dodge the triangle and stay alive, which is a small thing, but those small things are very important and they definitely bring up the margin of playing between the Epic Cup and Legendary Cup a bit higher, a lot higher. High. Okay, high, just high.
So, first altar phase is about to be ready in 20 seconds. We got one altar up to the left and up to the right, and one down here in the middle. So normally the ones to the top lanes got picked by both teams, and then the battle will go on to this altar down here in the middle.
And Diva should be quicker to get to that teamfight, so thinks that Kurso might have a little bit of an advantage, with White Tiger actually being caught out on the flank as a nice bonus as well. Diva is already mid lane, already going in with the team. Pocky starting the channel. Snowbee tries to go in, there's a stun on Leon Amelie, but Leon Amelie stays alive for the time being. Break Raven interrupts Pocky at the last second. There will be no ultra channel yet. The triangle connects with the Tigers, that might be an engage attempt, but it will not connect for the time being. And both teams just left sitting around.
Both teams are looking for an opportunity to take down even one single hero and draw the first blood. But so far nothing of this is happening. Diva is still available with their max explosion. Not used yet. Maybe here it comes, here it is. And the blue team is forced back.
As well, providing a lot of healing for the side of Kurso. Gaben trying to poke out Snowbee to make sure that Pocky gets to turn in, but no, it's going to be Leon Ameli still in the turn-in, picking up the Vampiric Toxin on level 4, the Griefer. And let's go. Triumvirate on the Ming, so that might be an Orb Ming, which... Let's go, Grief. And on the right, on the left side for the Vala, we do have the Q quest on level 4.
And after 4.5 minutes into the game, the first time that camps got being played on both sides, nearly picked up at the same time. And yeah, camps on the bot lane are very important. They are running straight into the bell towers, of course, first into the wall, then into the bell towers. And if you're able to collect both of them, then it takes even more damage onto the structures. But so far, both teams are able to defend them. Gaben with nice attempts from the flank. There's another one. White Tiger dodged that as well. And now the blue team needs to retreat on that. Maybe one of those little pumpkins are coming through. There's one, there's two, and...
Three, actually.
All three.
And that's Calamity on Ming on level 7, so no Orb Ming for us, but we do see the Q reset from the E, which synergizes with both of the quests picked up by Vala so far, and we also see the auto attack damage talent for level 7 on the Lunara.
So, next altar
Leon
phase.
Ameli going to auto attack. Next altar phase is happening in the bot lanes. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
All fine. Exactly. The next altar phase is on the bot lane, and for now the red team is a little bit... Okay, what do we defend first? And the focus is for now into the bot lane. Ooh, nice double stun onto the red team, but Time Bullet and Diva brought the fight with themselves onto the bot lane. Now Diva faces the rest of the team. So does Time Bullet.
Time Bullet misses there. Gaben actually gets a turn in the bot lane, which means that Kurso are now free to just go mid and do the same thing again. 36 to 28 so far. That's an 8 core points lead. Make it 12 as the blue side goes to 24.
But don't count the blue team out yet. First of all, no kill happened. After 6.5 minutes, the level 10 abilities are hitting in just a few seconds, and this especially is the map. I said it again and again and again, and I will continue saying this, just like you telling your stories about the offlane. This map is the map with the most insane comeback potentials. So,
speaking of offlane, we do not actually see a lot of offlane action. Both players just running around, getting their soak from the top lane, from the mid lane. Diva is actually going bot, so there might be something going on there. White Tiger gonna be able to do some damage to Leon Ameli, but that doesn't matter much because Kurso are on the enemy's sapper camp and are trying to take it down. Time Bullet is there. Time Bullet is on a flank. That might be huge. Natail trying to finish the camp, but no, actually leaves as the teams are starting to fight with their level 10s. We do see Sleeping Strikes used by the Lunar to stay alive. And Kurso lose one, lose Gaben, lose Ming. But other than that, they seem quite fine for an engage that looked to be very bad for them. White Tiger gonna lose a lot of HP. The bunker is pressed by Time Bullet, seemingly for nothing. And in the end, Kurso do not get to take down the camp, which I think they would have been able to do, but unfortunately no. And they lose the Ming. But other than that, pretty equal trade-off for both sides. Although the teamfight continues on. Break Raven gonna get cut out, gonna get killed. The Lucio will not be able to go around further. White Tiger going in with all of his HP back up. Gonna get stunned by Natail. Gonna get a bunch of poison damage from Leon Ameli. And the Toxic Finish Boy is able to get this kill. Vala is going down, Gaben is going back, and Kurso gets the altar, gets the win in the teamfight, gets the sapper camp, and they're just Gucci.
the red team totally in control of this map right now. They picked the left camp, they will pick up the camp on their side as well, and they will send even more pressure down to the bottom bell tower. Maybe the next one will shot an additional point for the red team as well. But so far, 20 points on the core against 36 are very, very good news for the red team, and the blue team is a little bit struggling. The red team not only take a double kill in the last team fight, Lucy was just a little bit isolated, but the blue team, they are trying. And oh my god, we got the sound barrier. No high five. Thank god.
Unfortunate. Oh well. So, a lot of action so far. So far, Kurso seem to be winning. The question is, how can Complex counteract it? How can Complex overpower their opponents and get their game back together?
That's a big question. Single altar spawns in just a few seconds on the bot lane. And when it comes to level 13 talents, we are even, and Diva had to put the mech, but look at Anubrak, he's falling!
Put into Anubrak, that
Oh
is
my
a
god.
lot of damage, and that's a Cocoon that's going to receive taken damage from the Lunaris poison, so Cocoon definitely not the best ultimate choice. Blaze goes down as well, Gabin continues going in, but loses a lot of HP, and actually his life as well. Level 1 West finally completed by the Vala, but I don't think it matters much as Penelope receives a bunch of damage from Leona Melee. White Tiger jumps in trying to get those kills, but no, the toxic finish boy is too strong for you. And Leona Melee just continues running people down. Break Raven looking to be the next one. Also, the fort is stronger.
The fort is stronger, and that was a little bit too griefy as the blue team found a second counter kill addition to the Liming kill, and now we got 16 against 36 points, a 20-point difference. That is so huge, and the blue team needs to find a way back into the game, needs to win a fight, maybe to wipe them all and take down 1 or 2 bell towers to increase the next altar phase.
Funnily enough, even with Kurso winning all those teamfights and getting all those altars, the experience is actually quite equal, and the experience is actually on the side of Complex. So I think that level 16 teamfight might be a big breaking point for them, and level 20 might be a big breaking point for them. I'm not quite sure what talents specifically are we looking for on those. Oh, no, never mind. That's a kill.
Ouch! That hurted just by looking at it. Oh my god, so much damage coming out of Lunera and Liming, and this Vala just got eliminated from the game. Ouch. So level 16 talents, as you said, are coming in, and I guess for the blue team there's a potential upgrade on the sound barrier, so lower cooldown, but also less seconds in the shields. And we can maybe go for the fortified bunker, the big red button, for Tychus, Far-Flag Quiver, bigger range to auto attack.
Or we can just go top lane, cocoon the Diva, and just go and grab
No.
the altar while the Diva is cocoon.
No way! No way!
Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Can someone please clip that? That was hilarious! Put Diva into the cocoon so she is silent, she is not able to get herself out of the cocoon, and the blue team are able to get one more altar. It's now 12 against 28, but the red team...
Okay, but hear me out now. Anubrak off lane on Towers of Doom. And actually, never mind, the first altar phase does not matter that much because you don't have level 10. Unfortunate. Oh well. Anyway. The lead is... I think the lead actually got down. It's not looking to be 20 anymore. But, you know, the difference between those teams in HP is still higher than the HP of the blue team's core. So... not looking too great for Complex so far, but they are starting to fight back, they are starting to show some feistiness.
White Tiger get in trouble! Way too deep
never
into
mind.
the backline.
Caster's Curse. The Blast Shield just missed. That might be an opportunity, but you also don't have damage.
Vala's just... yeah, do it.
You have the Tychus, but it's not enough. Yeah, the Vala just keeps getting caught out.
Yeah. I mean, Vala in particular is a great hero, but she's very weak. She's like the glass cannon of Ming by not picking even glass cannon.
Oof.
Oof. Big oof.
That sounds like no HP at all. How do you even walk with that amount of HP?
Indeed. But the amount of damage that she can bring out is huge. Deckard on the right side on this altar phase is channeling, and these are initial more damage onto the core. We are now down to 8, and if the red team takes down this altar and together with it the boss, then it's over.
My favorite part about that particular set of plays is Stambul just sitting over the wall and just calmly putting down the oil, igniting it, interrupting the channel, and just walking around. But as of now, we do see that Kurso actually got some space for themselves. We do see the oil spill, however, and that means that Leon Ameli will not be able to channel yet again. And the teamfights keep going on. The Cocoon comes out on the Johanna. A lot of damage is out, but that's not enough. The sleep on force, the interrupt on 3 as everyone wakes up on the side of Complex. Natail loses the mech, keeps going out. Leon Ameli outruns the E of Anubrak, and the altar is still not taken, but the altar will be taken by Complex, keeping them in the game for a little bit longer.
Complex are staying in this game, as you said. We have still 8 points against 24 now. Boss is still available, so are the camps on the bottom lane, or at least one on the right side. And it seems like the red team is going for it right away. The rest of the red team will go the other way around, but the Wisp of Lunera has sniffed that out, but it's just too late to invade in time.
The chat is saying that Vala did not go Gloom versus 2 mages, which is a questionable pick, but I would like to point out that Lunara also has the spell shield on level 13, which I do not understand why is it here.
Just realized that, yeah.
Although, arguably, I guess we can say that Vala is going for the mage build and Lunara is going for the auto attack build. So
That's true. That's true.
like, that's actually correct.
Yeah, it is. There's another stun onto the mech, but Natail is safe for now. Got stunned out by Vala, but is not falling. Blue team.
Although, arguably, I have to say that even if the builds, I guess we can consider the builds equal amounts of grief. Leona Melling is at least playing it well, and unfortunately White Tiger so far just getting caught out every single time. The sleep hits on just no one because the bunker is here. Lunari is going to die to Zavala just as soon as I started trashing her, trash talking her, but Zavala is killed right afterwards, proving my point, which is nice. And Snowbee is now not looking too great. The E cooldown... No, will be able to get out even without the E cooldown. And now Kurso are just able to go for the scam. The Soul Altar is spawning in the bot lane, and that should be enough alongside the boss to get the game for Kurso.
Yeah. Deckard is already on it and could potentially go for it. Lucio is not interrupting him. Instead, the blue team is even losing one more, and it's the tank. Anubarak is down. They are looking for more. Lucio is surviving for now.
Oh,
there's a
bullet gonna get body blocked out of his E to disengage, and that's a kill on the Blaze. And now you can send 3. Oh, you took the 4th, so it's 5, and now you just have to get those tappers in. You don't even need to go and take the boss.
Yeah.
But Kurso prefer to play it safer, corrector, I guess. And, you know, there's no kill like overkill, so...
Yeah, and the blue team, I guess they know what's happening right now. They
of course.
Yeah, of course they know what to do.
White Tiger, go! Do it! One last time! No!
Oh!
Not quick enough! He still dies, but he did not even get to interrupt. Ah!
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's even.
The teams went 1-1.
It's even again. We are going to map number 3 for the second time today.
And I guess the bigger grief between Zavala and Zalunara ended up being Zavala. Which, I mean, I guess Vala has more damage, but Vala also has 4 more deaths.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And look now on the map ban picks and winners. So Kurso won the first map and picked the first map, and Complex wins it. Now Complex picked the map and Kurso wins it.
So what I'm
Maybe
hearing is that Complex have to go first pick, and they get an easy win in game number 3.
exactly. This is how it's going to be. That's my prediction.
So what map will Kurso go for then? Let's open up the stats and start cranking it out. They like playing Cast Hollow. Is this map banned?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is Infernal Shrines.
Still available.
Towers of Doom, there's also one Braxis pick and one Tomb the Spider pick by them.
One got picked, the others are eliminated. We got Dragonshire, Infernal Shrines, Sky Temple, and Volskaya Foundry still available.
I guess then it has to be Infernal Shrines unless we are going to see some grief on Sky Temple, which I personally would really much like to see, but
I guess so as well. And right now I see that Complex decided to go for the map pick.
now that's a mistake.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
So, on the side of Complex, they like picking Shrines, Towers of Doom, Battlefield of Eternity, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Volskaya Foundry. So, I guess,
Still
what
guess.
do we even have? Shrines, still. Should be.
I thought in that way as well, but it's going to be Volskaya Foundry.
Ooh, nice. Finally, I'll be able to cast by watching outside of my window instead of trying to look at the computer screen. You know, you don't need to look a lot at the PC. Make some, do some eye gymnastics. Don't forget to hydrate. You know,
Yeah.
all of that good stuff. The lobby is in fact made.
Imagine cards casting out of your window. Oh my god, what's this? Phew! That was that was the BFG coming out from Hammer.
Well, honestly, the only things that I will be able to cast outside of my window is the top keep push by the blue team. So, other than that, not much. So people are slowly joining in, which is quite nice. And to bring an update on whatever's happening on the first launch channel, we do have a 28-minute Volskaya Foundry game. It was out of position, trying to get it finished in 2, and Encore fighting for the game number 3.
Nice. And for everyone else, after this game, of course, you don't need to click by yourself anything else. Just lean back, go for another drink or anything else. We will send you over to our first and only main channel from the Heroes Lounge, so you are able to see.
Hey, that channel is the main channel.
Yeah, for now.
The other channel is just a side channel for people we don't like. And that's why we put them through like best of 5 series instead of best of 3. And it looks like Encore are actually gonna get this win after, you know, the eponymous 5th Protector.
Yeah. So
game number 3 on the first channel as well.
nice. It's very curious for me to see the Rare Cup. Some of those matches went to the third game. Onto the Epic Cup, in the out of the grand final, none of the games went to the third map. Every single one 2-0. And here, just for our stream, every single game went to the third map. What's happening?
I mean, the lower the teams are in like a scale, the easier it is to just stomp the enemy team, I guess. It is especially notable in the lower half of Division 7, usually, because there aren't really many games that end up in 3, because so many teams just stomp over their opponents, and if there's not a... And even if there is a game 3, that's because one of the teams have won the first game and decided to meme on map number 2.
Yeah.
We tried to play Choose Pirates once, it did not quite work. Um,
So, the next deciding match coming up right here, Complex against Kurso. And, of course, we got again the Chaser ban. That's now ban number 33, right?
32, I believe. We had 29 before the series, and
Okay.
that's plus 3, so
Okay,
32.
33 bans in one season on one single...
32 bans!
Okay, 32, I'm sorry.
They will not get 33 unless they win this game, shut up.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, you have to win the game so the Tracer bans keep on rolling in. That sounds like a way to motivate people.
Chromie got eliminated as well. Poke from the outside from that little sand gnome is always very annoying, and you can slow them down with his slowing sands into the choke points as well. So a good ban. And the last one is the Lunara, unfortunately.
Oh,
This round
yeah! That's just straight up a mean first pick.
Well, worked in the last one, and why not this time again? But now the blue team. Are there any changes in their roster?
I'm
Vala,
going to assume that they aren't going to pick Vala again.
maybe?
Because
That's-
fools...
checking in.
Okay. Oh! Orphea is a nice hero because you can combo it with a number of other heroes. You can combo it with Mosh Pit like the Bacon Landlords do.
Yeah.
You can combo it with Entomb like the Bacon Landlords do. Or you can just run it by yourself like the Bacon Landlords do. In fact, they just have an Orphea one-trick pony and the Bacon Landlords do not do much besides that. Rainer
And,
is picked up by Leon Ameli alongside the ETC.
and this is just the point where this composition, especially for ETC, with ETC, got shut down because ETC was picked away from the red team, as you already said. Yeah, would be a nice composition, the internal feast together with the mosh pit, and then just chomp, 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 chomp. Here we got the next band coming out. It's Diva, because when Orphea is doing the composition, it shall hit with full force, not with any reduced damage or stuff like this.
Quite sure about the Diablo ban, although I guess I can see the Apocalypse being quite oppressive, especially considering that you have your stunts and the capture point on Volskaya is not exactly the most free of walls place. Not quite sure how to put it correctly. Oh, that's a garage.
Damn
Hmm.
What do
I
you
actually quite like the idea of garage. I do not see it much in higher divisions. So we'll be interested to see how this will be played. But the taunt plus feast combo sounds like a thing.
Garrosh in general, I agree. I like the pick. I like the tank. I like the play, the way you can play with him. But
Hello. Finally! Woo!
finally we got the Gaslow ban. But to finish that, picking Garrosh into ETC, I'm not so sure. Because whenever Garrosh throws the target next to him, and I guess that will be most of the time ETC can easily power slide out of trouble if he plays like this. But yeah, Anduin and Gaslow are coming in, and the last one in this game is...
Okay, just go full in on the combo. I
Yeah.
like the idea of a Gaslow on the other side. Gaslow has been OP for a while, I think. Well, for a while after his rework, at least. Definitely, people have said that he's definitely the stronger hero between him and D.Va, but we see more D.Va here for some reason. I like the idea of a Gaslow Gravel Bomb into stun, into Anduin stun with the Light Bomb, into the Mosh Pit. So there's just a lot of things, a lot of AoE from Kurso that Complex have to deal with somehow.
Yeah. And this is now the final game. Which team will go on into this tournament? Will it be Complex or Kurso? We will find out in just a few moments as the loading screen is filling up. Whew. I like both compositions, by the way. But
Fancy there.
we are in on map number 3, Volskaya Foundry, and we have on the left side the team of Complex with White Tiger this time on the Orphea, Penelope on the Tychus for the 3rd time, Time Bullet on the Leoric, Snowbee on the Garrosh, and Break Raven on Ana.
And on the right side we have my home. Kurso with Gaben on the Ming, Twokki playing as the Anduin, Natail as the Gaslow, Masby on ETC, and Leon Amaili deciding how he's going to grief us this time around on Raynor. Going for the stacking quest.
I don't see that very often, but okay. Veteran Marksman?
Actually, I have actually seen some arguments that it is quite decent and provides sometimes even more damage than Ace in the whole, but you know, does require some stacking to work, and I'm actually quite interested to see how that will go for Leon Melee.
I will see how this is working for Reyna and the rest of the red team. But so far we got another stacking quest for Garrosh, the Groundbreaker, is it? No, the Warbreaker. I knew something with breaking stuff. But I guess the ability is the Groundbreaker. Because he is breaking the ground, you know. Anyway, we got the left team side going for the turret first. The red team decides against it and is going for the support camp again instead. This is an interesting choice.
I mean, you will be able to take your turret whenever, and going for the support camp just means that your opponent can't get the support camp. But now the blue side can go for the turret, and this will actually be a fight, so that's looking to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Arguably the Gaslow already has turrets, so they not only have the turrets, but they also have the healing thing, which is pressed down, but Masby will still die. You know, tanking is much harder when you're not playing the Johanna.
True.
Time Bullet being the trade, Snowbee not looking too great, but looking alive so far. Gaben trying to find the damage, but will not be able to do so. Meanwhile, Gaslow and Anduin are dead, and both turrets are actually pressed down there, so no pickups are up in the end.
Well, it looked for just a second good for the red team to get into this fight, but they lost 3 heroes. Garrosh with the missed opportunity. No! Tychus eliminates his, I don't know, what is it actually? His brother or his teammate from StarCraft? But yeah, Tychus.
Spoiler! Gets his revenge. We do have, a kill on the Raynor. We do have some stacks on the Raynor on level 4 as well, because might as well. 13 stacks on level 1 so far. Leoric getting his Neo Peasants. Just double so, I guess. And the game continues on.
Both teams are going for the siege camp, and both of the camps will collide on the top lane during the first phase of the game. The control point in the middle is up and no one is on it, so no percentile points yet for both of the teams. Instead, they are currently looking for a trap attempt up here, but Jimmy pushed him away.
Jimothy Pew Pew Man Raynor is on the flank defense and he does do so quite well. White Tiger is sitting in the bush. Ooh, that's a stun by
Oh
an
my
melee,
god.
but that's a save by Pocky and a rather solid one at that. 18, 19, 20% for Kurso and counting up. Masby going to try and keep himself alive. Nathaniel going to leave the point in an attempt to keep himself alive. And the rest of the Kurso show up to the brawl. Level 7 for the blue team, level 6 so far for the red team, but they will get their 7s very quickly. And there we go.
And as we already figured out, the usage of Anduin up there on the top lane saving the Reyna is also now not available for, I guess, more 30 more seconds. And here we go, the blue team.
Just don't get thrown, lol.
True. We don't even see the Calamity. Instead, we got the Zale's Vengeance. So full on
Let's
op.
go, Orb Ming. Anyway, 63% is where Kurso will stop their capture for the time being. Masby gonna get thrown in, gonna power slide through the rest of the team and get out. 50-60% for the side of Complex. Snowbee losing a lot of HP, but staying alive for the time being.
Oh my
and
god.
Getting killed as well. Time Bullet not looking too great now, but Complex still getting control of the point, which means that they still get the percentages. White Tiger gonna get out as well, and 90% is where the capture will stop.
White Tiger is waiting for the rest of the team to re-engage to fight again over this objective, but I guess the blue team don't have any fountains up to get back into this game. Penelope on Tigers is falling after the power slide of ETC. Nicely done, good isolation. And that gives us the Protector #1, and it's a red one.
Pinball Wizard gets the job done for the ETC as Kurso gets their first Protector and put it into the mid wall. Usually people go for the top, well, because, well, the next objective is up top, and that means that your opponent has to go further to receive the HP, so that's quite important. But Kurso deciding to go for the mid wall instead, which is a choice, definitely. Raynor getting traded for the Orphea. Update on the Raynor, he has 14 stacks of level 4 and 27 stacks of level 1, so that's something for you to math at. In the bot lane, Nathaniel slapping some Gazlows, slapping some Garishes, while Kurso continuing to push mid instead of going top.
Yeah, exactly. That's normally what we are looking on. To go for the top lane, to go for the healing fountain, but instead they are not going to do this, and that's a nice one! Oh my god.
And the fist comes out as well. Pocky gonna get stuck, and Pocky can't save himself because he's Zanduin, and you can't get hit out by Zanduin if you're Zanduin. Sorry of my life. Anyway.
Nicely done by Leo, just ghosting around, waiting for the explosion, and then the perfect entomb. The feast comes out as well, and then Garrosh with a final taunt to make sure that Anduin stays still to get killed by the rest of the blue team. Level 11 is already in, 6 kills against 3, and the blue team...
On the other hand, this means that Complex do not have their ultimates for the next few seconds, which means that Kurso had an opportunity, but unfortunately have wasted it a little bit. Arguably they were like dead, so that's kind of an excuse, I guess. But, you know.
The next objective will be on the top lane, and as we already said, the Protector / Punisher, however you want to call it, well, like the objective is called the Protector, but sometimes feel a little bit like a Punisher. And of talking about punishment, this is a nice combo by both of the teams. And now on the left side, the blue team is low. There's the taunt together with the light bomb, and Garrosh is in trouble. Loses the healing beacon, was not able to use it while dancing. And now the turret is...
Well.
Yeah.
now Kurso are able to finish their job. Oh, another engage by Masby, and the follow-up on Penelope will be enough to kill the guy, but the countering Doom is solid enough. In fact, the EDC will be the trade first dive, but the port falls alongside.
Very nicely done by both of the teams. Now White Tiger, look at him, he's just going for everyone. There's the nano boost. The Eternal Feast is not hitting, or just a few one, and the first one to blow up. More kills to come in? No. Jimmy, the only one eliminated for now with that combination. But I guess Ophir later in the game will have even more value.
Well, I mean, so will Jimmy.
True.
But arguably, Jimmy dying does not exactly add the value to the Jimmy, so... And, you know, he needs to get some stacks. Speaking of, stacks update, 35 level 1s and 22 level 4s. To remind you, the first one gives damage, the second one gives HP. Masby is almost done with his prog rock, which will make him almost a healer. Actually, he is done with prog rock, which makes him almost a healer. And now we are sitting up top.
So, we saw so many orbs, and normally in Storm League games you see then the Li Ming going for the glass cannon talent on level 13, but this time not yet. Here's the next entomb attempt, the next fight is going to happen. There's a bomb from Gaslow missing the target, and White Tiger is looking for more. There's another stun from Garrosh. Who else
And
do you want to
just And all of the Kurso are just on full HP because they did not receive much damage, and they also wasted the healing beacon. They also had the prog rock keeping them ticking. So they can still continue fighting, and Time Bullet is going to be the next engage, although it does not quite work. The taunt from Snowbee will miss on everyone. The Mosh Pit, however, hits on 3. The Light Bomb will not connect because the EDC does before it explodes. And Snowbee now trying to catch out Natail, who will find a laser on top of Time Bullet, who got routed by the Anduin. And I think that fight was won by Complex because they got the kill on the EDC, even though it was very, very close.
Yeah. And in addition...
White Tiger is apparently not done.
No, White Tiger, I don't think he's ever done until the core is falling. He's always looking for, okay, can I do here a little bit more? Okay, nah, that's just a little bit too risky, but maybe here. And
but on the other side, we did see the House of Doom game where he did try to find opportunities when he shouldn't have. We do have the robot picked up by the side of Complex, and this time around they are actually gonna stick around in the top lane and defend the camp. And go push the top.
So now they are going to do what the first protector should have done, but not yet. They're just opening the wall and could potentially go to the bottom lane to prepare for protector number 3. But
don't be silly, who would do such a thing?
I know, it's just things that popped up in my head. I don't know where those ideas come from.
That's just dumb. Who would even try to make the next objective easier when you can win with this one instead?
I know. ETC got pushed back with the move talk to the hand, and now the rotator is going down to the bottom lane. He's staying in.
We're not going to the bottom lane.
Okay,
we have the wall in here.
Okay,
we have the well in here, which we can kill as well.
Okay, I learned my lesson. He's not going on the bottom lane. He will stay into the mid lane.
On the other hand, it's a nice option to go for the bottom lane. Don't you think?
Shut up! Okay.
Baited and outsmarted. Okay.
So, mid lane, they eliminated the wall and the fountain. So fountain's elimination is always worth to go for. Now the next one, the next camp on to the left side got played, and up here, what's happening? Trap attempt? To trap or not to trap? That's the question.
I'll tell you what's happening. Nothing, because Gaben is not gonna get thrown as far as Snowbee thought, and Kurso are now stuck as 5 men up top, while Leoric is pushing in the bot lane, taking down that wells that he wanted to take down so hard. And although now with the biotic emitter being pretty much secured by Kurso, although Masby gonna get taunted, gonna get killed. That's a nice solid pick on the EDC, although the Eternal Fist not that great. Pocky gonna get entombed out of his escape. We do have the Gravel Bomb connecting. The Leoric will fall down. Time Bullet not looking too great, but I mean, after all, he isn't dead, so...
Yeah, just
White
activated
Tiger
the
trying
trade.
to run down Leon Melee. We do see a lot of damage there and a lot of crowd control from the tails there as well. Just not allowing the blue team to focus on the backline of Kurso there.
Ooh, those orbs, you need to care, because now with the level 16 talents, the orbs are flying even further. And Geben now a little bit sleepy, but White Tiger now from behind against 4. What are you doing, White Tiger? I know you can boop away, but now I guess
It's
you...
in Zavala games, that's what White Tiger does. It's okay. Pocky gonna actually receive a lot
No.
of damage there. Actually gonna die. Yes.
No!
No.
No!
Meanwhile, Doom, Gaslow dies. We do have a throw on Leon Melee. The Rainer is saved by Pocky. What? Gabon? No, he's alive as well.
Yeah,
Masby? Snowby, actually.
There's-
Snowby gonna receive a lot of damage there. I said a lot of... Come on. That's...
they're going for every single one. Who else can we chase down? But now finally it's split it up and the blue team is defending everything. On the mid lane is regaining health and mana, so does the red team. And the next control point finally says, hey guys, let's focus down here. I'm important now. Come to me. And the blue team makes a wise decision to go for the siege camp right now. That can deal more damage during the fight on the bot lane, but the red team does it as well, what means that the blue team can have a quick start on it. Well,
We do have our capture point number C activated in the bottom lane. Does not matter much to Kurso because they focus on the top lane, trying to clean out this wave before going for the fight in the bot lane. Meanwhile, the Yaza team, Complex, going for the turret before they go for the objective. So, slight objective lead on the side of Complex. We can probably see a little bit of base race with Kurso and Complex just trading off the forts in the top lane and bot lane respectively. But that Leoric is kind of annoying in the mid lane, and Kurso are not actually getting too many out of it unless they go for the keep. And now the base race is on.
yeah, and the red team had to go for it because they know we cannot fight against them down on the bottom lane. We are not that level 20 yet, but the blue team is that level 20 and are looking for an invade from behind. There's...
Intum.
Yeah, where is it?
Intum.
Do it! Do it!
Okay, there's no Intum. Anyway, the Gravel Bomb will hit just on Snowby, and the Eternal Fist is not too great. Masby gonna get yoinked out of danger, and Kurso stay alive.
Oh my
I
god.
think this teamfight actually benefits them more because they still have the Light Bomb and the Mosh Pit, which can be huge.
Yeah.
While on the other hand, we still have the Nano Boost not used.
Whew. The red team still not level 20 yet, so heroic abilities are not in their hand yet. They are 4 against 5 for now. Leo is coming down, so the blue team has to retreat for now. They want to fight with even members, at least.
Complex got only to 68%. That was so almost nice, but no. Not yet. And Kurso not quite looking to do anything because they still don't have that level 20. Do want to get that level 20 before they want to fight. Unfortunately, it probably means giving the robot away. But let's see. Oh, Snowby in that bush. Masby? Masby? No. No.
Snowy in the bush.
90? 95?
The red team has to go
And
for
that's
it.
the robot.
That's it. They were not in time there, and the blue team is going for it. But guys, someone needs to enter. Thank you.
But on the other hand, you can just fight into the robot, and at least in the lower divisions, that might actually be the correct option because you are not fighting as 5. you do have 3 people and you do have the robot.
Yeah.
And knowing that fact, the red team can actually engage there, and if they engage well, they might actually win the teamfight because their opponents were in the robot.
Well, what benefits the blue team now as well is not only fighting with 1 robot, but with 2 robots, as Penelope activated the Odin together with the big red button, and that's the end of the bottom lane keep.
Well, the bottom lane keep is actually traded by the top lane keep, soon TM, as the waves continue pressuring in there. The robot not looking too healthy, I don't think they will be able to go for the mid port, but they will be able to just go and defend some lanes, which includes the top lane, sadly.
Gaslow's following the robot and is looking for
and now
anyone.
You can engage on... No, you can't, because into the fray, out of the fray is White Tiger, away from danger, and makes sure that Complex are alive and well for the next team fights. Level 20 finally here for Kurso, so that's a thing.
A lot of ultimate abilities are back on. Big red button is missing for the blue team and the Hyperion is missing for the red team. And both teams are currently looking to maybe can go for the support camp. Fighting around 1 single point can be good for both teams. We got on one hand Buried Alive, Silenced and Tomb, and on the other side, of course, we got the Mosh Pit together with the Light Bombs. So the next team fight, no matter where it will start, there are the pings on the support camp already. So the red team is actually going for it. Is the blue team committing to it? That's the question. Or are they letting it slide?
Bird Alive will be so huge. No.
No. Not yet.
No. Never.
So, they're letting it slide. They say, alright, we can fight another day.
Hey, that rhymed.
And
Speaking of sliding, ETC so far going for the deathmatch actually in level 20, so that might be a huge thing for Kurso if Complex make a mistake, and especially considering how aggressive Masby has been on the engages, I think the possibility of hitting 1 or more backline targets with the Mosh Pit, with the deathmatch, will be quite significant.
Time Bullet, maybe in a little bit of trouble, but as you just thought about it, he activates the E and is ghosting away. Tried to clear the camp, but the blue team is the first one to clear the top lane. And now the red team can take down the mid lane, keep Ford to eliminate the second in total. But the red team is here to defend that attack as well. And of course the red team has to go with all 5. And Leo the only one who is allowed to split himself away from the team because he can get out of trouble easily.
Because he's the offlaner, haha. Anyway, level 22 versus level 21. After level 20, the levels actually don't matter too much, but that's still a little bit of scaling, which can come up in a big way because the small margins are always the most important ones, apparently. And the next objective is objective number 8 for the second time this game will spawn in the mid lane in 10 seconds, so that might be a thing to look at. Especially considering that Kurso have to take this one, or it just goes into the core and kills it.
Yeah. So the point is available. The blue team is now on it.
White Tiger on the flank. White Tiger goes for a very, very interesting flank position. Ooh, that's just behind the enemy team, and there's the bird alive right on top of the Anduin. The soul Anduin will just walk out of the Into and stay alive. Lul. White Tiger not looking too great, and Time Bullet is already dead, actually.
Oof. There's a combination on Ana, and Jimmy got the triple kill out of nothing. So, yeah.
I mean, Complex have picked the Garish, but they did not throw someone else, they threw the game instead.
And now,
like
of course, with 3 heroes down, the red team is looking to end this, or even to take down a few more percentile damage points. And is the red team able to defend this?
A quick update on Leon Ameli's stacks. We do have 84 level 1 stacks and 71 level 4 stacks, so he's Seasoned Marksman actually hits for more damage than Ace in the Hole. Especially than Ace in the Hole, full stop. And now we are doing some damage to the cores. That's the mosh pit, that's the
Oh my god.
level bomb, and the in Doom, and the damage, and yep, that's a team wipe. And that's White Tiger. Fight, 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 fight.
It
fight,
doesn't-
Fight, fight,
It
fight,
doesn't
fight,
matter
fight,
because
fight. No one
the
cares.
core's falling.
No one cares about the Orphea. Everyone just kills the core. Boring.
This is the core, and this is GG, and well played by the red team again. So, the red team won.
So you were correct. The teams that picked the map lost the game.
Exactly. I can show this to you in just a few seconds. Here we go. Here you can see it. So, the first series we casted, the team picked the map, won the map, but here it is, the team picking the map lost the map. So, maybe that's something you have to consider for the upcoming games. And yeah. Well,
GG. So, we do have our semifinals starting on channel number 1 very soon. In fact, they are actually going live in slightly smaller than like a minute and a half, I guess, considering that we are on the delay anyway. So, yeah. Very solid series, very solid first series as well. Unfortunately, we do have a bunch of teams leaving us. We do have Luftwaffles, and we do have Complex losing in the Legendary Cup, but Kurso and Mold Level Falling will continue on with Mold Level Falling playing against Foot for Phrobius, while out of position squad, the team with Artanis will play against Kurso.
so I'm a little bit curious how to rate you over, because I'm just a guest here. But I will try to... Let's see, can I do this? Yes. Or?
Heroes underscore lounge. Lone, yeah.
I guess I can do this right now. But yeah, I will try to send you over. But before I do this, first of all, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for this amazing afternoon. And of course, Josh, it was a pleasure to cast with you. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you're doing well in the next days. And hope we can cast soon another time.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I will be back on this channel tomorrow with Luca as my host and main caster. So yeah, check in tomorrow and keep watching the Legendary Cup, because so far it looks absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun out there. It do be mandatory after all.